make sure that your canvas is turned on so we can get the lovely watercolor effects. At this point, we can get rid of our original sketch layer. I'm going to use this line layer and just tap on that N and bring down that opacity quite a bit. And I'm also going to turn it to multiply. And then I'm going to add a new layer and drag that below. So I've also created for you a color palette. I kind of like these colors in here. These blues might be a little bit too bluey. And then we're going to balance that with having the pops of white, pinky and white with the cherry blossoms, and then quite a more vibrant bluebell. So, okay, let's start with exactly what we did before. We're going to just fill in this whole flower just so we have a solid base to work with. That will give us a really nice clean PNG that is not translucent but totally opaque, so we won't see through it. Again, a step that is great to do if you're putting multiple elements together, unnecessary if you're just doing one painting that's just going to be used with a flat background like this. Okay, so let's just go and pick any color we want right now for this step. I'm in my Flower Essentials, and just go grab that solid fill brush. We'll tap on that, and we're just gonna paint this in, just fill this all up. Okay, so I can drag in the little pool. If I see the threshold, if it's filling your whole screen, see I'm holding down my pen and it's changing this color drop here. You can just adjust that. So if it's too high, just slide and bring it down. And then I'm going to go and grab my blender and just blend out these edges a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to duplicate that layer just by sliding to the left and saying duplicate and pinching them together so it's one layer. So now I know that I have a really nice solid fill. Again, I take my background away and that's going to have a transparent background. So that's what we want for right now. Okay, so we can go to our magic wand, tap on that, hit the brightness, and we're just going to bring up that brightness all the way so it's totally white. And now it looks like we haven't done anything, but as you know, we're going to use this to put clipping masks over top, and so our paint just stays within that shape. Okay, so now we're ready to go, and I'm going to create a new layer, tap on that and say clipping mask, and then let's start with our lightest purple here and go and grab this wet edges brush, just bring it up, and let's just bring down the opacity actually, maybe to about 30%. I just want it really light at this stage. Good, that's probably good enough for that. Then let's bring in some other colors. I'm going to change my brush to the Build and Blend, and I'm going to bring this next color, it's a little bit more of a grayed color, and just start defining some of these petals here. And really lightly blending them out a bit. Again, we can use our blender afterwards. We can bring up this picture if we'd like to get an idea of where some of the shadows are, and that will help. And you'd have a shadow like this petal would overlap this one, so it's going to cast a shadow behind it. And we can go and turn on and off our sketch layers to see how we're doing, if that's making a difference there. I just wanted to make sure that on this one, I'm going to turn off my background layer. I didn't capture this space here, and I actually do want that there. Here you can see the flower behind, but in this one there wouldn't be a flower behind, so I'm going to just erase that. Just this little bit here. Here we go, turn that back on so we can see. Back to our colored layer here, and back to, we still are on our Build and Blend. And just kind of go around, just making sure that we can differentiate between each petal when our line layer isn't there. Okay, that's good for that color. Let's bring in a darker purple, maybe about there, that one. Again, I'm just playing with the pressure on my brush, that gives me more water when I'm lighter with it. Maybe we'll just play around with this one petal, bring in this blue a bit, just overlaying, overlapping these colors. And then back to this purple again. Bringing that soft bloom. Let's just give it a, where are we at here? Maybe about 22 for your size. Let's bring maybe this purple in here, a little bit warmer, and make this a little bit bigger. All right, and just play with it like that. Just play with all these purples. Remember, your blues are usually going to be your shadow. Something cooler like that is usually a great color to use for shadows. It pushes it back. Still with my soft bloom, I'm gonna make this little shadow here. I want it sort of this white and purple kind of look. When we turn everything off, that you can see those edges that they pick up. And as you can see in a little bit, we'll go in and clearly define each individual petal as well. So we're just building up to that. Oops, turn this back on so you can see. It would help. Give me some blue here. And let's go back to build and blend. I don't necessarily want everything totally blended out. Some areas, yes, some areas you kind of almost want to maybe see a little bit of a paint stroke or where the paint dried a little bit. And let's go back to this. Let's do this purple and do soft bloom. All right, we'll just bring that in. Let's bring this up a little bit bigger. Okay, let's turn off this layer here a little bit and actually, or even just turn it down even more. I just really want to be able to see these, and let's just go in and make sure we can see these edges accurately. So I'm going to pick, I'm going to stay on this sort of medium purple, use the build and blend. I'm going to be focusing on more of the petal below, or behind rather, just to make sure that we have this line here. Okay, maybe I'll change that a little bit more blue here. Back to more of the medium purple. Let's just put a little edge on here. If you want, you can also use your blender. This brush just does a pretty good job for what I need at the moment, but you're welcome to use the blender as well, of course. Maybe a little bit of this darker blue in here. Actually, I'm going to continue with this one. Just some areas, sometimes that's all you need is a little bit of a pop. Here I'm going to bring in my blender just to soften these because I don't want to make sure I don't put any more paint there. It's enough blue. Let's use this purple. Let's just see how that is. Oops, I have my blender. Build and blend. I'm just going to turn up this opacity so we can see it a little bit better, and just take my eraser and just erase around this guy here so I'm clear on where that goes. Okay, so for the center, I'm going to actually create a new layer. Tap on that and say clipping mask. And I'm going to bring in these colors and start with this yellow color. And that's my blender. With the build and blend, just fill that in. Just because I'm going to create some highlights here. So I'm going to just use this one, build that up. Then I'm going to bring in this sort of burgundy kind of color. Just focusing more on the edges to make that darker. Okay, and then I'm going to get this nice dark purple. So let's see without, that's good so far. I think that's nice. Instead of just having a flat black, it's going to give it a little bit more dimension and depth, and we can see that it is a rounded shape. Okay, so let's put back on that. Okay, I'm gonna go and grab that solid fill brush, make it really quite small. Let's just see. It's gonna be at about, I have it at 2%. I think that might be enough for us. And just start filling these all in. Let's just see how that looks. Yeah, want them just a touch of softness. In fact, I can bring down my opacity a little bit, maybe to about 47. Can make the size bigger in order to do these two. Might be a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm just gonna make my brush a little bit bigger and just sort of fill in, just so we have that depth here, just a little bit less crisp. Okay, you can tell how big a difference that makes, so especially even with our petals, just we can see so much more. Let's turn off this layer, see where we're at. I can also change the color of my background just to maybe a little bit more gray, so we can really see where we're at with this white, these edges, so that's good. Maybe a few more details, maybe a little bit more depth, maybe a little bit more color. Let's just go back. We'll create a new layer because I'm happy with what we've done. Just in case, I like to work as non-destructively as possible, so I'll create a new layer. And let's just go and put some more paint down. Use the build and blend. Perhaps this color would be nice. Getting a little bit more purple in there. Let's see what we can do. All right, so I'm going to have it, I have it about 60, 58, somewhere in there. Just want a little bit more paint on it here. I'm just gonna dust the edges a little bit more, just so I know that they're there. I'm gonna use the blue color, just with the soft bloom. So even when we're working with the white background, we make sure we can see our edges a little bit. I'm also gonna bring in this gray color too, just mix it up a little bit. I think I'm happy with that so far. All right, that's looking good. So let's just pause here and we'll continue painting our flowers in the next video.